And new tonight, we hear from the man who saved his own life after being in a motorcycle accident last month. Today, family, friends, and the community came together at Arts Bar and Grill in Mount Pleasant to raise funds for Matthew McManus and his recovery. News 4's Sadasia Smalls was there, and you talked with Matthew. What did he say?
Hey CG, he told me that he's amazed by the love and support from the community has given him. He says he's hanging in there and is recovering nicely. Matthew McManus didn't know a motorcycle ride would change his life forever. After nearly a month of being in the hospital, loved ones say his faith hasn't wavered.
His positivity and his spirits have been feeding on us, and he's incredible.
After the accident, Matthew tied a tourniquet around his right leg with his shirt and shoelace. He suffered several fractures to his arm and left leg, while his right leg was later amputated.
And I spoke with the EMTs as well. That saved his life, and they said even in the midst of right when the accident happened, he still maintained high spirits.
Sunday, family and friends hosted a raffle and silent auction to raise funds for Matthew's recovery. They say they are in shock at the outpour from the community.
We grew up in this neighborhood right behind Arts, and to see all these people come out is just such a blessing, and I know he feels it too.
Everybody wanted to know what they could do, and I'm good at organizing things, so I figured this is something I could do, and I am just blown away and humbled by the support of the community.
Matthew's about to have his 6th surgery. He says his support system has helped with his healing.
My parents send their eternal gratitude. We all send our gratitude, and just want to thank everyone in the Charleston community for coming together to make this happen.
Now, the family has a GoFundMe created for Matthew where they share updates about his recovery. We'll have the link on our site at abcnews4.com if you'd like to donate.
Birch, the woman charged with killing a mother of 8 last month, is pleading self-defense. That's according to her attorney at today's bond court hearing. News 4's Conley Grayson was there and joins us now. And Conley, what does her attorney say happened?
Tessa, Birch's attorney says she and Simmons got in a fight outside of the Bloom Room. Now, he said Birch was about to leave in her car when Simmons charged at her. That's when Birch shot and killed Simmons. Birch is charged with manslaughter and possession of a deadly weapon during the commission of a violent crime. And today, a judge gave her a surety bond. After the hearing, I talked with Jennifer Ferguson, Simmons' grandmother, who says Birch's story can't be true.
Maya Jennifer couldn't kill you with her hands. She didn't have a gun. It's not self-defense. It's not stand your ground. We don't have that law. We don't even have that law here in South Carolina. That's in Florida. We're not in Florida. You made a bad decision, and it's going to cost you some bad consequences. My granddaughter was not an aggressive person. Whatever happened that night, my granddaughter was baited or aggravated to that point. You can't get a person on anywhere that will tell you Maya Jennifer Simmons was an aggressor person.
Birch was placed under house arrest. According to Birch's attorney, she has a concealed carry permit, and she knew Simmons' fiance, who was also at the club that night, had a gun. Birch used to date Simmons' fiance. Now, the judge says Birch is not allowed to use social media or contact anyone in Simmons' family.
A 16-year-old boy who was shot in the head was given only a 22% chance of surviving, but now, a little more than a year later, he got to go back to the Grand Strand Medical Center in Myrtle Beach and thank the doctors and nurses who saved his life. ABC 15's Mike Owen was there today for the miraculous reunion, and he joins us with this inspiring story. This is amazing, Mike.
That's right, Jen. It's a story of never giving up and a family bonding with the medical staff tasked with saving a child's life.
The guy shot him right here in between his eyes, and I just looked at him and I just prayed over his body. I prayed over him.
Marquise's mom says it was gut-wrenching to watch her son suffer. After being shot in the head in an apartment complex in Andrews last year, he underwent multiple surgeries, even dying twice. She says it's a miracle from God that he's still alive.
They operated on him. They cut his hair off. And to see the cuts all on his head, the staples, the tubes, everything, it just, we didn't know.
McCrae also credits the staff at Grand Strand Medical Center. That's why today was so meaningful and healing for both parties, after having to overcome so much together.
We did not know if he was going to make it. And this kid has the tenacity like no other and determination like no other.
Litton says all patients are important, but when it's a kid, it's a different ballgame. And you want nothing more for that kid to have the best outcome, especially when it's a patient like Marquise, who touched all of their hearts.
You did this, okay? We do hard stuff. You did the hardest stuff, okay? You did, and we are unbelievably proud of you.
Litton tells me that his family never left his side, taking shifts to ensure someone was always there for him. Marquise says it was all of their support that helped him through it, plus the sense of humor that he never lost.
They were there every day with me. They was every day, and she was there with me. The room was cold. I took her cover.
So mom even gave you the coat off her back?
No, I took it.
Marquise had to really learn how to stand, walk, and feed himself. But today he's attending high school classes, and after missing a year of high school, he still plans to graduate on time, and he tells me he wants to be a diesel mechanic. Jen?
I have no doubt he could do whatever he sets his mind to. The person, by the way, suspected of shooting Marquise has been charged with attempted murder and is awaiting trial after recently being denied bond.